Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Lion's Den. It is Sunday and it's hot in them streets, red hot. Matter, man. What's going on with it, bro? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. You know what I mean? It's been a hey. Before we get started, man, shout out to my daughter, man. She started her very first job. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Last Friday.
Yeah,
man. She's a tax-paying citizen now.
There you go. That's good. Yeah. Congratulations. Where's she at?
Oh, I ain't gonna reveal all that, man. People trying to pull up on her or whatnot. You know what I mean? She's just out there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she ain't working for the feds, is she?
Nah, man. You know what I mean? But she's doing. She got a nice job, man. Change spot. You know what I mean? She's doing good.
Okay, good.
But man, how's your weekend going so far?
Man, slow motion, man. In school, doing all these tests and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Knocking them out, trying to get this mind, this pea brain, trying to get, work these muscles. You know what I'm saying? And stay out of people business. You know what I'm saying? What about you? What's going on?
How can you stay out of people business when they try to put you in a business, though?
Bruh, so it's crazy you say that because it's easy. It's easier, as a matter of fact. It's easier to mind your own business than to get in other folk business. You feel me?
But check, you ever look in your phone one day and then notice that somebody put you in a group chat that you never asked to be part of?
Bruh.
Ain't that what Jada Pinkett Smith is doing to everybody right now? Man, why she put us all in the group chat, dog? Like nobody's asking any of these questions, but here we are. You know what I mean? Learning about how, you know what I'm saying? Will is I can't even say it.
Don't say it. But here's the deal. This is the deal. The reason why is because I really do believe individuals feed off of chaos. You dig what I'm saying? Especially if they're starving for a level of relevancy. ladies and gentlemen. So if you think about it, Mr. Smith, regardless of whatever he's doing at the crib, he is a very successful actor, active father, you know what I mean, trying to do his thing. But whatever the case it is, he has this persona that individuals are living in his shadow. And I feel she has to do certain things in order to not to be in his shadow. What you think, though?
No, there's some kind of level of resentment. And I understand that people believe that, they in some kind of open relationship or whatever, which may be the case. You know what I mean? That doesn't explain why he was crying on a red table about what's going on and why he smacked Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying, the biggest moment of his life and all of that, you know what I mean? But it's just that, why make everything so public? You know what I mean? It's like you want, like the dance video with Tupac to Will Smith's song. You knew what kind of response that was going to get.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? And then after he done smacked Chris Rock, then he going to say, we've been living separate since 2012. How come we not hearing none of this stuff from Will Smith? Why is she putting us in the group chat?
Hey, because she's bored. And you know what? It might be low level miserable. You know what I mean? She just might just be miserable. You understand? But that's what happens. And
that's
when people look, when people got things going off in their life that ain't really popping, right? We're going to talk about things that are popping, and we're going to talk about popping in the city. You dig what I'm saying? Big things popping. Can you dig it? First of all, I want to say I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Right here, what we do at the Lions Den, we focus on leadership, growth, and development from the crib to out in the community with action. So I'm going to challenge you. What is it that you go do about it after you hear these words from this gentleman in the den? All right. So now when we talking about popping in the city, y'all, look, we got this guest, our guest. All right. Mr. Terrelski. All right, Terrelski Davis, y'all. Look, this is a super, super dope gentleman. All right, he's a native of Georgia, U.S. Army vet, hood, right? Currently resides in Clarksville with Herm, and they got a couple of lights, so he on one side of the lights. But anyway, so his experience is education. Education includes business consulting, credit restoration, with degrees in the field of business, organizational leadership, and more, y'all. So for over 30 mouth-watering flavors to choose from, we're gonna be talking about popping in the city, y'all. So what he says is, it isn't just about popcorn, it's about flavor adventures. Ladies and gentlemen, he got a list of other accolades, but we're gonna let this man speak for himself. Y'all give it up for Mr. Davis in the building.
What's up?
Yo.
What's good?
Terrelski, what's going on?
Before we start, man, I asked you nicely. And it's like he moved out of the way so we can show. You gotta move that little helmet out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
He want his helmet in the background. It's all good. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. What's
good? Good. Well, man, look, just introduce yourself to the den, brother. You got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm Terrelski Davis, man. I'm residing here in Clarksville, Tennessee. I am the founder and co-owner of Poppin in the City. And man, I'm a veteran, just like Seth said earlier, and native of Georgia. I'm from Watley, Georgia. I was born in Augusta. Some country. So we're doing some country talking today. Married with kids, man, and about to graduate with another degree from APSU, Austin Peay University. And man, I'm excited to be here with you guys, man, and just talk about success, trials, triumphs, and elevation, whatever it is, man, y'all want to talk about. Let's kick it.
Let's elevate, baby.
Get it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Terrelski, man, first and foremost, man, hey, I appreciate you deciding to come on to the show to share your story with us.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I remember when I first heard about your popcorn shop and whatnot, you know what I mean, and who owns it, whatnot. It brought a lot of excitement in the city. So thank you for that. But what I want to talk about is what led to your decision to go with that? You know what I mean? Come in, you was in the Army, you did your Army time, and I believe you was a 92 get down in the Army.
92
correct?
Get down, yes, sir.
For those that don't know what that is, that's the Army culinary specialist. So as a 92 get down, you coming up on the end of your career, what were your thoughts transitioning in your head about what was the next move?
Okay, well, one of the main thoughts, man, was entrepreneurship and business, and I actually started by jumping into an MLM. I was in a couple of network marketing companies, man, just to kind of get around a community and a culture who begin to think about making passive income and business ownership. I understood this, Herm, itself, that I had to get in a culture and a community to cultivate that mindset that I was having while transitioning. So my first venture was network marketing, and then I launched a credit repair company that we ran for 4 years. That was so initially Poppin in the City was not the initial. However, as time went by, about 5 years later, this landed into our lap with a new idea. And I realized that, man, on this journey as an entrepreneur, oftentimes the place that you in is not from the place that you once thought of, the startup. Like I said, I was going to grow a big credit repair company, or I was going to have the biggest team in MLM industry, right? You know, you grow teams and you get passive income, but based on how many people you're bringing under you. So that was the initial. And then I said, okay, I want a lot of locations of credit repair because I believe that there's a financial literacy shortage. So anything that I got into, I had to believe and have the same morals and mindset concerning that thing. So I ran that for 4 years, got some people approved for houses and cars, and was able to get their security clearance, updated, and just some things, man, that they didn't understand concerning how credit worked. We were able to be very successful with that. And then upon my wife retiring, as we talked about earlier, out of JBLM, we had to decide where we were going to move at, where we was going to plant our pole, so to speak, where we was going to have that dream home or live for the rest of our lives. And we had been to Fort Campbell a couple of times, so we understood Clarksville. We understood that Clarksville was on the rise, and it was a very progressive city. So we chose this area. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. If it wasn't for Clubhouse, I don't know how familiar y'all with Clubhouse.
Yeah.
We would not be in this popcorn company. We would not have a popcorn company.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did Clubhouse help do that for you?
And during the pandemic is when Silicon Valley, they launched the app Clubhouse. It was invitation only. And I was able to get in there back in December of 21. I think 21 or 20. It's almost 3 years now, right? 20, December 20, matter of fact. And being in those conversations in rooms with people like John Legere, Grant Cardone, a lot of them were in the same room, and a lot of other celebrities. Y'all know used to hold these rooms for a long time. And I heard them, man. It was Grant Cardone, John Legere, several other CEOs. They were eating somebody else's popcorn. And the guy that owns a popcorn company was another African-American owner. They was talking about, man, this dill pickle that I'm eating, this crab leg that I'm eating, and this jalapeno, and they was naming these flavors, and I was like, man, that's crazy, and it took me back to my roots, that 92 golf experience, to where I was like, oh man, I always wanted to stay in food service afterwards, but we didn't want a food truck, we didn't want a restaurant. So that popped in my head, no pun intended, to like, man, I think we probably can do this. I think this will be something that Clarksville need to get the city popping again. Because we were in a pandemic. How do you come out of a pandemic from being inside of the house, from being behind masks, and all of a sudden go back outside and make it fun and make, be able to integrate with people again and want to talk to people? And I did my research. I gave that guy a call, talked to him about his popcorn company. It's in Indiana, Illinois area. And we were about to do a partnership. And I'm gonna tell you how powerful this is. We were about to do a partnership. We went through a few loops. We was going through the process, and some challenges happened. And man, I'm telling you, when they say rejection is direction, that's what happened. They wasn't rejecting us as partners, but we ran into certain walls that said, this is not the way we want to go, right?
Okay.
And so we then tapped into what we have in our hand, the skills that we already have, and that is we both are food service. So we understand recipe, we understand cook. I said, I think we could do this ourselves. Let me get busy looking for a domain. I went for a domain first, and I went through about maybe 40, 45 domains before we found Poppin in the City, because everything concerning popcorn and popping was taken. But I was hungry, Seth. I said, hey, I was hungry. Like when you're hungry, you go nonstop with the desire.
Man,
you talking to the wrong guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Boy, yeah, hey, this might be a match made in heaven, because man, Seth probably the hungriest person I ever met.
We found Poppin in the city. Man, and we got busy.
Man, look, let me tell you something, bro. I'm so glad you said this. I don't think you realize it. When we was talking behind the stage, and Herm, I know you see my eyes light up, right?
Boy, I know you, dog.
I was like, oh, goodness. Hey, bro, look, real talk. And anybody out there that know me, man, I'm looking years down the line, man, as far as growth, partnership. You get what I'm saying? And so, but being hungry, man, it's a different appetite, bro. Not a lot of people, check this out. Some people take that word as you want too much, you doing too much. But I truly do believe that when God gives you a vision, that's yours. Yes, and it may not make sense to everybody, but it ain't supposed to make sense to everybody. However, those individuals that's in your circle that can dig it, they can see it. You understand? But our goal, our responsibility is connecting with those individuals that see it and utilize whatever talent, skills, and abilities that they have. Let them apply that in your dream, right? Because they're also living their dreams as well with that vision. So I appreciate that. But so my question for you is, can you describe to our audience in your realm the difference between the journey and the destination?
In my own words, the difference between the journey and the destination is a lot of times the vision has the destination already set. Like, I already know where we want to be in 5 or 10 years. However, the journey, we don't have all the details to it. Though the journey happens on the go. There is a lot of things that in theory, I said, okay, we just gonna shoot straight in 5 years. We're gonna be this, that. But as you get going, things begin to change. So I'm gonna tell you this. This is something that I wanted to write SOPs and training manuals and business plan. I wanted to have all of that rolled out before we started. Then I stopped it. So even to this day, it's still in rough draft mode. Why? Because what I thought was going to be the route to that destination changed on the go, because in real time, getting real feedback from the field and from the customers, it allowed us to build our plan around the customers, around the consumers, around the people. So we became more of a people-oriented company versus a popcorn-oriented company that had personal goals. And
and there you go. So even with that, you have to get out there to understand your audience.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to create those SOPs, and ladies and gentlemen, that stands for the standard operating procedures, right? But you can't do that if you don't know your market well. So no, I appreciate that. No, that's super dope.
Hey, there you go, man. One of the things that you said already early in this podcast that, you know what I'm saying, I think is valuable. I really don't want to glaze over that. It's how Clubhouse got you into it. Not because of Clubhouse, but because who you chose to listen to.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, instead of joining Jada Pinkett Smith's group chat, you know what I mean? You were into something that was going to feed into you. And so just a little bit about that, you know what I'm saying, the importance of the company that you keep. What advice would you give people, you know what I'm saying, when they're trying to start out in business? What is the first steps that a young entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, need to know? You know what I'm saying? What should they be filling their minds with? I noticed you got a lot of books back there as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Seth got books. I read Facebook.
Right here.
I can't stand
I got Facebook, so we all read books. You know what I'm saying? There's different kinds. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's what your problem is.
But back to my question, man. Like, for a person that's trying to get into entrepreneurship and they're like, damn, how do I? There's so many things. You know what I mean? What is the first thing that a young entrepreneur should know, you know what I'm saying, when they're trying to get into this?
Number one, get in a room with people that are smarter than you and shut up.
Damn. Ooh-wee.
Listen, that's it.
Yeah, we talk about that. Why am I talking?
That's it. And one of the things I always say is get your long pen for your short memory, because that's important. I had to, you know, and there's even, and I always try to talk to different audience, even for those that are Christians. I say, you know, there's a whole, In Thessalonians, there's a part in there where it says study to be quiet. That is for entrepreneurs. It's a whole lesson, study to be quiet. So I was quiet in that room. I didn't raise my hand to go up and talk to nobody. But when I listened to them, and I said, oh man, that allowed me to test the market so fast. If they love popcorn like this, then there's another audience in my area that don't have access to that type of popcorn that can use that type of popcorn. Number two, find your, oh man, I won't even say turn your passion into profit, because that used to be good, but not so much no more.
Okay.
I say find a skill that you have and then find a problem that it can solve. I do things in threes. Check out your skill and find 3 problems that it solves and go for it. Because money only changes hands when problems are solved. So if you want more money, go solve more problems using a skill that you have and just create it. Entrepreneurs create, business owners copy. That's right. A whole nother conversation.
No, bro, no. No, that is the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a problem. Because look, real talk, we got people that don't know the difference between a business and a business. Right? They think that because they got an LLC, they have a business. No, you're just self-employed. How many checks are you writing for other people? You write those W-2s. So it's a difference. You see what I'm saying? So if we don't have this transparent conversation, we're going to have people out here thinking they doing, hey, big things popping when it ain't. You understand what I'm saying? It's really not. And then but then we have to be able to understand the trials and tribulations, knowing the difference between the journey and the destination, and being flexible, right? Being flexible in the mode, but not the direction. Right? Not the direction. So I want to ask you too about that. What kept you on that path of staying focused? Like, what do you do? And what I mean by that too, ladies and gentlemen, y'all chime in too. Let us know where y'all watching in from. We appreciate y'all. We got Poppin in the city with Mr. Terrelski in the building. All right. Yes. But no, real talk.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, and just for our viewers out there and for all of us, what kept you steadfast? Because there's so many different distractions out there, right? Different all types of things out there that can knock you off your square. What was it that helped you out?
Well, a team. First of all, me and my wife is my wife is a co-owner as well. So we're the founders of the brand. We also brought 2 more on in a position with the company as well. So having a team, man, that believes in the vision. You put the vision before the product. If they understand the vision, then everybody's going to know their role and keep it going. And so I shared the vision so that way when I feel like giving up, there's 3 other people on our team that keep going. Yep. So when one is weak, the other is strong. And we also wanted to make sure we capitalize on strength and weaknesses of the team. The other thing is product validation. Most people don't look at product validation as being important. And that is, we started passing out samples and telling people about what's to come. Here, taste this. The reaction from the field before we even open those doors helped us. It really helped us keep going. That's because right. Getting that feedback lets you know you're on the right track and you are giving out something that's producing results. And that results was, man, this is good. This is delicious. Yeah. So if you think it's that, let us continue on with our investment so that we know there's a return coming, because there's a community of people that are waiting for us to launch have a grand opening. So finding building a community and a culture around the thing that you're about to release, ain't no moving in silent when you're trying to do something big. Silent don't really work like that. So, you got to move out loud and you got to move fast, and don't be afraid to fail, because we learned more in the failure than we did with our brains and my degrees and feeling like we know it all. But when we start hitting walls and falling a little bit, it felt good, because we were able to learn that what we were thinking initially was wrong, because now the people are giving us real feedback. We always listen to the people that pay us.
That's right.
Not folks that just, got input.
Correct. And also too, the other piece about that, to your point, you do learn it, when you fall. You just learned another way not to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
get what I'm saying? That's number one. And the other piece of it is when I believe too. And Herm, let me know what you think about this. We have to be good stewards of our active listening, because not everybody has done what we want to do. However, they may have some level of input that we can consider. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between constructive criticism and hating.
Yeah.
It is a big difference. So you have to use that discernment to know the difference between the two. Herm, what you think about that though?
I mean, I think the biggest difference is, you know what I'm saying, where is that criticism coming from? You know what I mean? Is it for somebody that really wants you to succeed, or somebody just negative? You know what I mean? I think that's what you got to acknowledge. Like, you know, I've been to Poppin in the city a couple of times. That before I even met Terrelski, I didn't even know who he was. You know what I mean? I just heard about the place, and it's right around the corner from my house. And man, me and my kids love it. You know, when they got the s'mores, they had like a s'mores one. I think it changes often, don't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Flavors seasonal. Yeah.
So you know, and then when I met him inside, I met him inside my mom's restaurant, I believe.
Yep.
He was in there, and we was talking, and that's why I realized who he was and whatnot. And I'm gonna tell you how real he is, how this person is, and these are the kind of people you want to support too. You know what I mean? He's in the community, doing business in the community, and the minute I talked to him about doing something for the community, the community center, he jumped all over it. And the only reason why we didn't do it because I slipped up. You know what I mean? I didn't hit him up. But you know what I'm saying? It was no hesitation. Like, yeah, I'll give popcorn to the kids. We'll have popcorn available this day. You know what I mean? So it's like when you're dealing with folks like that, and when you want to give your business to people, right? For me, you know what I'm saying? Are they part of the community? You know what I mean? What do they give back? That's right. Now I understand not every business can do that because they just begin or they're not doing that well. But hey, how are you giving back to folks? That's right. You know what I mean? But what I want to get to, Terrelski, man, is in the very beginning,
you said something about meeting people, or it depends on who it's coming from. What you don't know is even before we opened, your sister came in and got popcorn.
Man. Hey.
And she gave us some nuggets before we opened of some things that she really didn't like about running business, because y'all been in business for years.
Yeah.
And she told me about, is it Daybot? She told me about Daybot. Yeah. And she's like, we right down the hill, and she gave us some nuggets to consider. And then we went to our CPA with what she told us, and it aligned us right where we need to be aligned at. And you didn't know that, but
I did.
Yeah. And so come to find out, she served before with my wife and one of our co-owners. So it's crazy.
But you bring up my sister. My sister is one of them people that when it comes to support, man, you ain't gonna find too many, man, like my sister. But hey, in the beginning, when you started popping in the city, right? You decided we're about to be brick and mortar, right? Is there anything that popped up? He was like, man, that tested your resolve. Like, man, did we mess up? You know what I'm saying? Like, did we mess up taking this jump? if there was anything like that, because what I want the listeners to hear is, man, there's going to be trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? So if it is, what did you use, you know what I'm saying, to strengthen your resolve to push forward? If not, you know what I mean, just talk to us about how that beginning part was and how you was able to get that rolling.
So most people, you talk to anybody, they would tell you don't go brick and mortar off top. Don't you talk brick and mortar to folks. There's a fear in all of us, because immediately when you are just like our mortgage, you got mortgage life business stuff. When you hear brick and mortar, you hear new mortgage, new life bill, new, a whole set of new bills, right? And so we started online first, and we got more traction. And that gave us confidence that if we go in store, if they like it like this online, the city of Clarksville is going to love it. And so we worked on softening the blow. The blow still came, but we softened the blow with market research, site selection. That was important. And also getting connected with the people in the community in that area. But watch this. What caught us off guard? We didn't know that slow seasons happen. They told us that there was going to be a slow season. I was like, man, everybody love popcorn, man. We ain't worried about that, man. And man, I'm telling you, we jumped in, went viral. I'm talking about a lot of, we was getting hit all the time. We hired too many people because we hired according to that moment.
That's right.
we didn't know. We didn't know, right? We hired according to that moment, but then after the thrill was gone, we still got these people on our team.
And that's payroll.
Yeah, and so we and payroll still coming around, the bills coming around, everything's coming around. But we focus on relationship capital before popcorn profits. Because of the relationship capital that we built, we had relationship with every one of our employees and our staff. There's close relationship there. So when it was time to downsize on the days, the amount of hours of work and things like that, it was easier because they knew our heart, they know our intents, they know the vision, and there's a benefits package on the inside that was good to them, that it built a family-oriented place. So we were able to adjust. And one thing I thought about, what if the relationships were not built?
That's right.
And I had to immediately cut back. That would have been the scariest thing
They
ever.
would have been blasting you on Clarksville chat all over the place.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, we would have landed in Clarksville chat. We don't want to land in Clarksville chat. That's one place we don't want to be.
What's that? That's like y'all.
That's a Facebook group page that everybody part of in the city, man.
Yeah, it's like a little water cooler, huh? Everybody talking.
You don't want to be on that for the wrong reason. You don't.
You know what? I appreciate that, man. And again, shout out to you and everybody that's watching right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we got some real good nuggets up in here. I don't think y'all getting this. I promise you. And listen, I really do appreciate that. Touching back on that relationship capital. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to really think about what you are doing, not just what you're doing. Why? Realize you can't do it all by yourself. And so how are you building your team? You understand? How are you building your team? How are you building and cultivating the relationships of individuals that is in your circle, right? That relationship capital. And I mean, damn, that's so dope, because I really do believe there's organizations that's so widget focused and trying to get that money, they don't pay attention to the individuals that's actually working with them to bring in that money. You get what I'm saying? But it's more than that, and identifying individuals, different hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, Seth, he was a major pivot. We make sure all the people that are on our team, we communicated with them and let them know that wherever you're going next, whatever that looks like, as far as you getting a better career, you want better pay, are you looking at new jobs, a job outside of this one, you're looking at a second job, you let us know and we're going to work with you. If you want to stay, we'll work our hours around that.
See,
if you want to leave, we will do your recommendation letters.
There you go.
Make any phone calls you want to make sure that your next place is good, and that we confirm that you were amazing here. We want you to be amazing there. And they all have went on and they're doing great things now. They're doing great things.
And that's how it should be. That's how I should
took my daughter over there.
Hey, that, bro, like, yo, but hey, I mean, small town. Look, she probably worked both of them.
Man, get out of here, dog. We growing, man. We booming.
Yeah,
hey, man.
We popping.
Y'all popping.
Terrelski, man. So now y'all been in business for about 3-4 years now, right?
18 months.
18 months. Okay, 18. Whoa. Do you feel like you are getting into a groove now to where it's like, okay, this is sustainable right here? We got the relationship, we got the repeat customers that we need to be, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not in the worry phase.
Right. We are sustained, but we are very educated business owners and partners, because we continue to make the decisions according to the temperature of the environment, according to what's going on in the economy. We're staying very in tune with that. We like to shift gears with the seasons as well. The flavors, some flavors come off the menu, they go on the menu. We try to flow with supply and demand. That was the key. And so one of the main things in our vision was to survive 2 winters. This is our second winter coming up. This will be our second slow season. And the main thing was to survive. And survival doesn't mean just do enough to get by. It is understanding what that looks like for us and how many other ways can we continue to sustain cash flow, to continue to sustain growth, even in the cold season, the slow season. What other ways can we continue to serve our community and the people? So yeah, coming up on the second year, now that's when we'll start considering investors, other locations. Are we going straight up? Are we going into licensing? Making sure everything is all the legal things on the back end now, because now that we ran 2 years, we can solidify the foundation, the brand, and move forward. So yeah, we're very confident going into 2024. We have a lot of things in store. We didn't come out with everything that we want to do because we got over 100 recipes in our book. You only see 30. So, going forward, we continue to unfold some things. We got a fundraiser. We're in beta phase right now. We got Kenwood High School basketball team in our beta for the fundraising side. Okay. So we're excited about that. So there's some other things coming. That's going to be we're going to be releasing, and it's a timely release. Just like Seth said, when you're talking about the destination, you have to understand what exits to get off, where's your rest areas, and what is going to be your birthing of new products and new things. And all those have timely release. So there's something coming spring 2024. There's something coming summer 2024, and then there's the 2025 initiative. When you understand vision and it is clear, your vision tells you what to do, not your emotions. Poppin in the City is a brand that has its own vision, has its own attitude, has its own personality that's separated from the owners. So as it is moving forward, we are disconnected from that, and we're letting Poppin in the City have its own life that it gives to the city.
No, I love that. I love that. And the fact is that you're able to listen. You get what I'm saying? Listening to your customers. And I tell this to people all the time. What do your customers say? Because if you go and say, well, I think they want this, I think they want this. If the tables was turned, you probably wouldn't even buy that. You get what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't even want your own shit. You understand what I'm saying? Where's the level of quality in that? Think about, and then again, listen to your customers. Your customers are coming to you, telling you those complaints aren't necessarily a complaint towards you. And I believe too, that's what our I would say our culture struggles with. All right. Dealing with those emotions. If you listen, they're talking about the company that they want to pour into. People try, if you listen, people will tell you how to get you in their pockets.
There you go. That's good.
People will tell you, hey, this is how you can take my money if you listen to me. But since I'm so thin-skinned, now you hurt my feelings. I don't care. You can leave my business. You fool. That one person building that relationship capital, listening to them, they can be not only a customer, but then they can breed more, right? So could you give us an example of when that may have played out that way?
Oh man, so we often ask them for feedback on the spot. One of the things that we did, and we give out samples. When you come in the store, you're getting samples of every product.
Nice.
We're getting feedback right now from you. And if enough customers say, ooh, we don't like that, you probably won't see it tomorrow. We execute fast.
Right.
Fast. And if they're saying that enough people say they love it, it's going to make the menu. So we do it based on the average amount of people that give us feedback. Now, there are some that say, I really didn't like that. You won't see that no more because they were just validating the season is over for that, i.e. pumpkin spice. When we get into January, ain't no more pumpkin spice. That's right. Their taste buds done shifted, getting ready for the spring. Now they're ready for key lime. They get ready for key lime and your strawberry crunches and the raspberry delights because we're going to a warmer season. So a lot of things we understand the things that were seasonal, and we understand the things that were constant. And I'm gonna tell you, Seth and Herm, one of the main ways we figure this out, and this is for all entrepreneurs and business owners on here, always study your market and understand your competition. Not competition in a way that you're fighting against somebody or trying to win. It's competition, meaning we are in the same industry. We're serving the same people. Let's see what's working for them because there's some things that's working for them that's going to work for you. And then what I did, I said, okay, since I'm like Hardee's set up to next to McDonald's like Garrett's. So you got Garrett's where y'all at. Mm-hmm. I'm Hardee's. I can set up right beside Garrett's and it won't be a threat.
See,
because it's not that type of competition. We are in the same industry, but we have a different market. And here's my competitive advantage. We give samples out every time somebody walk in that door. We give samples when we're out in the city at different places. We also have a mascot. No other popcorn store in America have a mascot, a live mascot. So a lot of time, all you need to do is think about what makes you different. So what? So what makes you different? Mm-hmm. When you understand what made you different, you don't have to worry about trying to knock somebody else out of business or compete with them, because when you have a competitive advantage, you don't have to compete where you can't compare.
Bruh. And see, I'm so glad you said that. And I told this to someone earlier today, and I'm gonna give this back to you, Herm. Dig it. You do 1 to 3 things, or maybe all 3. Be different, be first, right?
There you go.
Or better. That's it.
Yeah. Now you said be first.
Mm-hmm.
I cornered the market in Clarksville. So
see, nobody else there. I don't even think we have another one.
You see what I'm saying? That's what. But watch this, Herb. Let's say another one do good. That's the hustler mindset. Some people can't dig that. Trying to take that is good, because now you're already here. They're competing to you, but you're the staple. So I love this. But go ahead, Herb, man. My fault.
No, you good, man.
This is yeah.
Hey, so getting into the business, right? Going back to the beginning a little bit. Mm-hmm. Was there avenues or like industries, or besides Clubhouse, was there anything else that you used that was able to help you, you know what I'm saying, start your business? You know what I'm saying? Google, like what are some of the things you looked at to help
what I did, right? Going? So because I've been in market research for a while, I've been a business coach and consultant for years. The first thing I did, I Googled, I said, I need a mentor. Let me find somebody who's done it and done it successfully outside of a franchise. And I found him after a couple of days. Found him out in Texas. Not going to name him, not going to name what company he worked for, but he has launched over 30 popcorn stores throughout America. He's mentored them. A lot of them don't have his name on it, but he's behind the brand because he allowed you to keep all royalties. Nothing flows up to him once you launch. And man, he poured every question I asked him, everything I needed help with. He gave me the guidance as far as getting it off the ground. And here's some things to look for. And here are some vendors that I've used before. And because we weren't masters at popping popcorn, but we was masters at food service. And we just took that same energy. That's a transferable skill. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not going to go directly into the industry that you're coming out of, that you've been in for 20 plus years, 15 plus years, there's some skills in there that are transferable, that if you go over here and you master one thing, and I think Gary Keller from Keller Williams, he wrote that book, that one thing, the one thing. And so we wanted to master this one thing. We got excited because this was the one thing that Clarksville needed. They said, you got into business to serve a lot of popcorn. No, I said, I got into business to keep families together. How do I keep families together? I'm glad you asked. Out of the 30 flavors, every time I say Herm say, Herm, try this dill pickle. Hey, Seth is your nephew. Hey, Seth, try this movie butter. Y'all gonna get so excited that y'all gonna share right then and there. Now try this one, man. And it's an automatic thing. Seeing sons and fathers and daughters and mothers, and they get in the car and they're sharing and they're going home. Now we're making movie night great again. So they're going home on Fridays and Saturdays. We have a movie night special package. They go and now they're doing movies and they're constant with it because they get to bring their buckets back in our place and get it refilled every weekend for a discount so they can have movie night at home.
See. You see.
One kernel at a time. We change your lives one kernel at a time. One kernel at a time.
One kernel. Now look. Hey, don't get too corny now.
There has to be a corny place in business. You gotta have dad jokes, and you gotta be like
for days.
Yeah.
Hey, dad jokes, right? Look, you gotta say something like
Yeah.
But no, I love that, man. I love that because and ladies and gentlemen, again, y'all, we talking about this, keeping it popping in the city, right? And this is for everybody out there, not only business owners, but individuals that's aspiring business owners, because the goal is, how can your dreams continue to work and throughout the year, right? Not just that though, larger than your product, right? The why behind it. Because if you heard him articulate, and I really do appreciate it, you smartly articulated what you're doing, what the goal of it is. And ladies and gentlemen, I know we talked about it before many shows ago about the pop, no pun intended, but your passion, finding opportunities, and that can equal your purpose. Your purpose. So it's your passion, your whatever that passion is, keeping your mind open for those opportunities. And when you see them, don't judge them, just walk in them with faith. And that is when you will see what your purpose is. But ladies and gentlemen, there are times when life happens different and you'll get OPP. You dig? Not other people's property or private, but you will come up, there will be a look, but no, look, there will be opportunities out there. My line, look, there'll be opportunities out there you like turn your nose up to, but then you will see that you might have a passion for that, right? And then your purpose. So I love that, man. But yeah, man, that's super dope, and having that larger why behind that. What you got, Big Herb?
So being a veteran, right? You know what I'm saying? Getting into business, was there any veteran resources that you were able to use to help you with that?
No, not initially. And we still haven't tapped into it yet, because one thing I've been very careful of now being a coach and a consultant, I'm not coaching and consulting us.
Right.
Myself. Now I'm applying the same things that I've told others to do for years. We're doing it now. And we still have to, when you go through product validation and you're validating your ideas, go see what the market says about it first. And then we roll over into the military and into veterans organization and things like that, because I got data. Documentation beat conversation. We got almost 2 years of documentation showing sales, revenue, profit and losses with a CPA, with an attorney, right? You know, with mentors. Like, you have those things. Now you can go have the conversation. It is hard to go into a bank or any military funding establishment and vet anything asking for stuff with just an idea and in theory, because all the scams and things that have happened over the last few years, it has gotten harder for people to say yes. You got to come in with documentation and not just conversation. So we've documented the process. And in our 2024 initiative is to tap into those resources, Herm, because now it makes sense. They want to see, did you trust your own money before asking us for ours? And how did you handle yours with that business? Did it work for you? What were the ROI? And here's what I learned: going into the right room, listen to the right people on Clubhouse. What are your numbers? If y'all don't learn nothing else from me as a business owner, inspired, if you don't know your doggone numbers, don't talk to nobody about your business, because they say you let a fool talk long enough, he'll tell you all about himself. Sometimes we look like fools because when somebody asks you your numbers, you have none. It's important.
You just got to feel it.
Bro,
you just feel good about yourself.
You ask us about our numbers. How much do a 50-pound bag of popcorn seed cost? How much is your sugar? How much butter are you using? How much is one bag costing you before you sell it? Like, all of these numbers, you gotta be ready. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it
and not have
it. Like stuff like knowing your margins and stuff like that.
You gotta know your profit margins. You gotta know your numbers. It's important, because here's the thing: so many people have reneged on loans and grants and things because they put it into an idea that they put it into a market of people that didn't even want their stuff. Because you thought it was good with the ego. You thought selling number 2 pencils and erasers was the best thing right now, but they don't even use your pencils. They don't even have pencil sharpeners in school no more. But you said God told you to go out here and do it.
Wait a minute. Wait, don't do it. Don't do it.
They're not even using pencil sharpeners no more. You out here selling number 2 pencils and erasers. They don't.
Hey, real quick, man. Hey, y'all notice how I knew about profit margins, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
there's not a book behind my head. I'm trying to tell you, you don't need books to be smart.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know where I got that from? You know where I got that from?
McDonald's.
I got it from watching Shark Tank, man. TV. Because they ask you all of that. You know what I mean? Like, what's your profit? What is your... Do they not?
But it's facts, though.
I just need a list behind my head of all the different TV shows I watch.
That's it. That's it.
Yo, but 17, 221. Man.
You know what? No, seriously, man. That is so dope. And it gets frustrating, right? It gets frustrating when we're having conversations or we want to have conversations with individuals and you believe in them. Mm-hmm. You believe in the right, you believe in them. However, in order for you to be a believer in their product, the math got the math. You get what I'm saying? It have to make sense, right? Are you putting it, is your effort more than or less than your expectations, right? Where is that at? You know what I'm saying? Where is that at? And so I really do appreciate this conversation, and it's so hard to have this with folks. But anyway, I do want to give a shout out to Vet Biz, ladies and gentlemen. Vet Biz, VetBiz.com. All right. It's a nonprofit organization. We partner with the SBA, right? It's a contractual agreement with VBOC, right? That's the Veterans Business Outreach Center. There's 28 of them in the United States. And the one that I am a part of is in Southern Illinois, all of Missouri, all of Kansas. But what we do, ladies and gentlemen, we help veterans and their families start their businesses. That's right. VetBiz.com. From ideal state to scaling or even selling, right? You're going to sell your business. Hopefully, you dig what I'm saying? But we give you all types of resources, free resources. So make sure if you're interested and want to learn more, go to VetBiz.com. All right. And you see this nice, beautiful chocolate face, but we'll be able to help you on out and listen to whatever it is that you have going on so we can help you out to get to the next level. But, man, so woo, it's a lot of I think this can go. Man, we go.
I do got another question for you.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right, so you got your brick and mortar where you slanging popcorn out the door, left and right. Can people get it online as well? Can they order popcorn from you?
Yes,
and if they can, how can they do that? Go ahead. Yeah, so how like for the people that are watching, if they want to take a sample of what you got going on, how can they find that?
Absolutely. We started online first before we even opened up our store in March of 2022. And it's at poppincity.com. We ship around the world. Even if you're in Qatar, if you're in Dubai, if you're in Korea, normally in about 10 days, you got fresh popcorn at your door. So we started there. So you can, and we're on DoorDash locally, Uber Eats locally. But online is where we started. That is where we validated our product, made sure what we were putting in the market, that people really wanted, got some feedback, and we shifted gears as needed before going into the storefront. So even now with the store open, we're still shipping around the world. And we try to have popcorn shipped out within, it's out the door within 48 hours.
Really?
And, yeah, it's out the door within 48 hours, and it's on its way to its customer. And most customers are getting it 3 to 4 days if they're close by. Some of them 2 days. But we try to make it we cook in small batches, so no popcorn that they get has been hanging around for 2 weeks or even 1 week. It's very fresh. We make sure that we're getting something to you, man. It's very quality and good.
Got it. Watch this. No kernel left behind.
Watch out. No kernel left behind. But when you're talking like, so what and here's the thing that most people need to understand. A lot of the flavors that we chose is something that people already love, that we've already been eating. Strawberry Crunch is that ice cream that used to have the little strawberry.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Same thing. Dill pickle. We be eating dill pickle chips, and people actually love dill pickle, salt and vinegar. The movie butter popcorn caramel. The nut trio has cashews, peanuts, and pecan. That remind me of Crunchy Munch and the things that we grew up with. So a lot of our flavors: banana pudding, red velvet cake, cookies and cream. you already relate to these things.
Yep.
So we went after the market that's already enjoying these flavors anyway, but giving them a healthier option now to eat at home. And there's no stingy energy in Poppin in the city. So we don't sell air. When you get your bag, it has very minimal air because we don't sell air. Our competition, I don't call their names, but they sell air. When you open that bag,
I know you're talking
realize
about.
it's sitting down in there.
Yeah.
When you open our bag, you might spill about 5 or 6, and that's okay because we make sure you got more than enough. Ain't no stingy energy Poppin in the city.
Listen, so look, here's my question. Hold on, Herm, because listen, I'm hearing a lot about these flavors. Now, what is the most, if you don't mind, and if you can say, what's the most radical flavor? Right, like you don't get chicken and waffle flavor, no shit like that.
No,
dude.
no, we ain't got no chicken. We ain't got no chicken and waffle. I'm gonna tell you the most radical.
Look, he thinking about. He like, wait a minute, that might not be.
Oh, some syrup in that mug. Go ahead.
But watch this. We do have radical flavors that the customer creates because in the store it's build a bag. They come in and put maple bacon and movie butter together. It tastes like a McGriddle. Somebody else come in and put spicy ranch with some buffalo wings and more ranch popcorn. They got our buffalo wing popcorn tastes like flats, like buffalo flats, and they add ranch popcorn to it, and they think they're in buffalo wing. They're home right now drinking some beer, eating buffalo wing and ranch popcorn.
Man,
so they make the
yeah, because because they got it where you can dispense it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you dispense most of our flavors, but we bring out little shot glasses age appropriate of just flavors, and you build whatever you want in your bag. We don't have prepackaged bag for our customers. We package it as you order, how you want it. And some of them are mixing up the 5 flavors together, and they make those radical flavors. Somebody put cookies and cream and spicy ranch together one day and said it's amazing.
You know what would be good? I don't know if you ever thought about this, but what if y'all did some type of Clarksville competition? You see what I'm saying? And then they like highlight it, once a month or once or whatever the case is for whatever that flavor is, and then it could be named after them or whatever. I don't know. I just thought about it just because I like that, man. That's a real connectivity with the community. I like that.
So we got aerosol drizzle. 101st. For Kevin 101st is there, aerosol drizzle. They love that Clarksville Kevin. So we have a few names of locals. Okay. Our first competition in 2024 is going to be ghost. It's going to have ghost pepper involved because none of us eat ghost pepper. We're not doing it. So we're going to let somebody else go.
We do it.
What you know what I'm saying?
The Lions Den.
I definitely do. I eat ghost pepper.
I eat the community and sample those for us because we want that on our menu.
Let's do it.
On our menu.
Let's do it.
And we're going to bring the community together to help us figure those flavors out. And the one that wins first, second, third place will hit the menu. And like you said, we have definitely we have that in our catalog where we're going to be naming flavors after people in the community. And it's gonna be amazing.
I recommend the Marcus Maben.
I like that.
he was the best basketball player in the city.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, over Sean Marion that went to the NBA and all that. Marcus Maben would be a good representation, especially since you on the north side of town. But real quick, man. Hey, Terrelski, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on to the show. You know what I mean? Sharing, opening the book on what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Showing people that even after the military, you know what I'm saying, the passion doesn't stop, and you're able to accomplish what you want as long as you know what I'm saying. You're passionate about the process as well. You can't just be passionate with the idea.
I love that
because that's not going to get you nowhere. You gotta put some work behind it. Me personally, I've been to your establishment. You know what I'm saying? I've had the cookies and cream, the s'mores. I've had the dill pickle, and I had I think a garlic parmesan one that you
had. That go crazy, man.
Yeah. I made sure I ordered a whole bunch when I went and brought it back to the family, man, and we all loved it. That was before I even got to know you.
Right.
And then again, after we met, and to see that your willingness to, you know what I'm saying, to give back to the community, man, I look forward to working with you, you know what I'm saying, to help for me to do my part to get your name out there, get your product out there through the channels that I know, because those are the kind of people that, you know what I'm saying, deserve representation, deserve support in the community because you gave back. You know what I mean? So thank you for everything you and your wife have done. What's your wife's name again?
Amy.
Amy. You know what I'm saying? I met both of y'all, man. Wonderful people, man. Appreciate everything that y'all have been doing. You know what I mean? Y'all a valuable asset to this community, my hometown. You know what I mean? Thank you for choosing Clarksville to, do your thing.
There you go. So go ahead, brother. Look, we want to give you this moment, man, to just give your last word, man. Any parting words for the den, brother?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having us on, man. And I say us, the entire Poppin in the City team and family. Man, and just to the people that are watching, we wanted you to know that this is not a selfish brand, because we know you have the potential. If you're not already doing so, you're popping in the city as well. We have a podcast coming up in 2024. I'm telling you, man, we're going to be highlighting those who are popping in the city just as strong as us, because we understand, man, this is the thing that we need going forward: culture and community again. And so I just appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all popping with us. And to all of those who have had our popcorn, we love you, man. And we appreciate you. We can't do it without y'all. Thank you.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this has been the episode of the Lions Den. This is what we do, like we said. And look, shout out to everybody that's watching you. I see you, Big Will, and everybody else that's been supporting. This is super dope. And make sure y'all go and support them. All right, it's poppininthe.com. All right, get y'all joints. Hey, listen, hey, don't forget. All right, don't forget. Hey, that ghost pepper go have a Lions Den logo on it.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Go do it. But no, seriously though, y'all, look, real talk. Please make sure you support each other and understand this. You can't do it by yourself. You don't even want to, theoretically speaking. You understand? So make sure your circle is conducive to your dreams. And this is what we do. And we would not be able to be us if it was not for you. And we appreciate y'all. And you know what? We'll see y'all on the flip flop later.